Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, July 21st, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to this podcast, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com for all about my work and all about my upcoming events. And you can hit the schedule appointment button on any page to make an appointment. And I'm also on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp, and also on Facebook under Lisa M. Hopp, Spiritual Coach and Medium. And for those of you who listen every week on, well, not just YouTube, but through Facebook, my business page, Spotify, anywhere, thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. I'm finding out every week that there are much more listeners that I have than I realized, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you. Well, to the topic. And the topic this week is what you want is wanted for you. And I'm going to do a little twist on that because it's not straightforward. So hang in there with me. I don't know about you, but I've had quite the week. It's been a heavy week. We are going through a time where, if you listened to me before, if you have, we're going through a time of an awakening, and in that awakening you feel more. And so, being a natural empath, I am feeling much more about what's going on in this world. And this week, wow, let's just say that I'm pretty much not an emotional eater anymore, but I gained 2 pounds this week off a little snacking because there's been a need for a comfort level. It's important. It's important to take care of yourself, to back away when you need to back away, to not be drawn in to all of the energies, no matter what they are. And I'm going to speak about them with you right now. Here is the truth of the matter. Here is what is the big picture of what's going on. We are all one. And what happens to one of us happens to all of us. So when we are picking tribes, we are actually causing warfare within ourselves. There is such a need, such a time, such a divinity right now to understand that we are all connected. Even if you don't know what's happening with another person on this planet, what is happening with them is still impacting you. You can't hide from it. You can't walk from it. You are always impacted by it. And what is their karma is your karma as well. Now there's individual personal karma, which we always hopefully want to be living for the best. But there is that also mass karma, that worldwide karma. And yes, again, so imperative to take care of your inner being, your well-being, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. But truthfully, no one gets away with anything. And we all are impacted and perhaps pay the cost for what we are allowing as a species on this planet. So, what do I mean a little bit deeper? And I'm going to clear my throat right now. Thank you. When I say what you want is wanted for you, when you want to be angry, energy responds to you. It's wanted for you. When you want to be proud, that energy is wanted for you. When you want to be generous, grateful, blessed, that energy is wanted for you. And it comes back to you. It multiplies to you. When you want peace and you feel peace inside, not just want it, but really feel it, that energy multiplies and comes back to you. When you delight in somebody else's suffering, that energy multiplies and it comes back to you. When you don't care what happens with another person on this planet, that energy multiplies and it comes back to you. When you feel lack of money or health or love, when you feel unlovable, that energy multiplies and it comes back to you. There is not another person on the planet, no matter who they are, that can multiply it for you and send it back to you. Nobody else can fix it for you. It is what resides within you. So when there is hate, hate multiplies. When there's anger, anger multiplies. But the good news is that positive is always more powerful than negative. So, and group is more powerful than individual. But individuals start somewhere. So if a mass of people get together and they are about peace, prosperity, generosity, love, that energy multiplies and goes out to the planet. When people get together and they're laughing at another person, laughing at them, when they're being mean and spiteful, when they are cruel, in any way unkind, that energy multiplies as well and goes out, but it comes back to you. It goes out and it comes back like a ricochet. So very important to understand that. When you have fear, fear can multiply and then ricochet back to you. So we always must protect our spirit. We always too have to be in a place of, yes, when we're tested, and we have been tested. Oh my gosh, we've been tested. But when we are tested, always go towards that higher feeling. Always go towards the peace, the compassion, the understanding. And we're human, and it's okay to be human. I understand all these principles and how to help the earth to turn towards its highest self. But do I have moments when I think? Absolutely. And this week was one of those weeks where it was easy to think. But what must never happen, as much as you possibly can, is to name call, downgrade, disparage. Even if you are righteous in your feeling, do not do it. Because again, what you put out, get back. If you disparage, you will be disparaged. If you have lack of compassion, you will have lack of compassion. And here's something And if you listen every week, you understand. Karma, consequences are always at play. Nobody gets away with anything. But, all caps, but, you cannot wait for it, wish for it, celebrate it. Because again, the fallout of it comes back to you too, whether you deserve it or not. So it's very important to know that you may not see what you want to see, but try to be an observer instead of emotionally involved. So this week, yes, I had to snack more because I felt all the lower energy, all the fear. My clients that I talked to felt the fear this week. Because we are at a time in our planet where we choose one path or the other. And it's not about politics. It's not about party, I should say. It is about higher path. And the only reason elections play a part is because it's about power. It's about money. It's about leadership. It's about, all of that, really. And so it has to play a part. But it's not about party. It's not about the normalcy of the past, of ideology, of I am more liberal and I'm more conservative. It's not about that anymore. It is about our future. It is about freedom. It is about higher consciousness now. It is about end times. We are in end times. And there are different, let me put it this way. People talk differently about the end times, but they are saying the same. And it comes down to, do we make it harder for ourselves to bring heaven to earth? Or do we make it easier? Do we just delay inevitable, or do we speed it up? It's important to have incredible patience, even if your fellow humans boggle your mind. To have incredible patience, I want to give you a challenge. I want you to love your fellow man, if you will, as you would hope that God loves you. Undeniably, unconditionally, immeasurably. See, experiment with that. Test it. See if you can pull it off. Because you know that energy does love us that way. No matter what, no matter who we are, we're being tested, as I said. And guess who sent the testers? That doesn't mean that anyone here is a Messiah. We are our own Messiahs. Do you hear me? We are our own Messiahs. But are the challenges given to us to grow? Yes. Through people? Absolutely. And use your gifts. You were given intuition. You were given discernment. People have tossed it out the window. I almost use a word. I have not, I don't think I've ever seen this before in my life. I've not been here for centuries, but my goodness, people are not using their intuition. They're not using their discernment. They're following a flock. And again, don't read into me. I'm not necessarily talking about one party over another. However, there is a bit of a lean. We're following when we're leaders. Be a leader. Use your discernment. Don't knock another that isn't using theirs. There's something going on. It's a part of the change. It is very much about mental health. I've always thought to myself, it's about the energy within us is lightning and changing and twirling and healing. And so it's bringing up things to heal. And it's in some ways, for a lot of people, causing us to be out of whack with what we normally would be connected to. It's causing us to kind of be out of our minds. Another thing going on is that money. Now, money is not the root of all evil. That is a myth. But money really matters to evil. It matters to all of us. Do not say it does not matter to you, because of course it does. You have to pay to live here. But it is amazing to me how little money one needs to sell their soul. Am I right there a bit? Have you seen it? But again, do not judge. Love undeniably, unconditionally, immeasurably. That person that is so lacking within themselves, of lack of love, of lack of value, that they adore, idolize money, so much so that they will say one thing one year and the complete opposite the next year because of money. Amazing. We should know who we are. And we're all work in progress. And know how valuable we are. How important we are. And not sell ourselves so cheaply. But it's happening. And why do I bring this up? Because it impacts all of us. All of us. But I want to be clear. It is all right to want financial freedom. It is all right to want to feed your family and clothe yourself. It is all right to love your job and not just go to a job. It is all right to understand that you are a powerful creator and you create what you want every day, whether you really think you want it or not. Whatever you put out again, you get back. That is all the way it's supposed to be. Never cheapen yourselves to think otherwise. You are literally created in the image and likeness of your Creator. As I've said before, and it is truth, you can light up a city if you set your powerful mind to it. If you know it can be done, you can heal anything. You can have whatever you would ask for. But what we do is that we create what we really don't want. Division, lack, because we're not using it. We're not focusing. We're being random with it. If you were to focus and be disciplined in really paying attention to what you're thinking and really working at it, doing the work, as spiritual teachers and masters like to say, your world, the world, would change. Now, at some point, we always choose light because that's inherently what we want. But it's like we're like the Griswolds from the movie Vacation, on our vacation, and we're getting off the exits too early or not paying attention to the road signs, but eventually we get to our destination of Wally World, where it is joy, where it is happiness. We always get there. But do we have to make it hard? Do we have to put so much suffering ahead of us to do it? No, we don't. We choose to. You don't have to choose to. People choose to be hateful. People choose to have rage. You can heal up anything. Even if you, yes, it's very true, as a child, if you were given a reason to rage as an adult, there's no, you're an adult now. You can go at it. And it's encouraged for you to go at it. What is happening now is our people. There are people that want everyone to pay for their pain. I'm going to live in my glory of my pain and ruin the world for you. No. We can all heal it up inside. There's a willfulness as well. And I might have spoken about a little earlier. I did actually. With the lack of discernment and intuition, there is a willfulness to only want to know what you want to know, believe what you want to believe. Okay? Source energy, God, your angels, your guides, any spiritual teacher that knows about how the world works will tell you, yes, believe it is possible. Believe you are powerful. Know how you can create your world. That is to be believed. Try not to believe, though, what multiplies hate, division, lack. That's what's happening. And also, again, try not to fear. And it is not easy. But fear does not fix. It only harms you. Only you. And perhaps those around you that you love. Because what you feel flows out to them. We cannot make this planet a better place unless we are better within ourselves. Calmer, whole, happy, joyful. And see the helpers. And there are, there's a silver line of them. Very thin silver line of them right now. By the way, I laugh when, because it helps. But they're there. Notice the little things that are positive and milk them. You see, I know that the people who listen to my podcast are not, they are people that want the best. We all want the best inherently, but there are people that want to know, how do I do my best? How do I help here? You're not really, you might have fear, but you're not part of the hate, the division. You can have, we can all have our biases. Watch them. But inherently good people who want the best. So again, how do you do the best, be the best, have the best? Send out your best. Send it out. But you must feel it inside too. First, it must be authentic. So again, the experiment this week. It might be hard in some cases. I want you to understand that you are already Almighty God within you. Neville Goddard, the great teacher, knew that. We are it. We are God. We are Jesus. Build up that energy and walk around like that, sending it out, smiling at people no matter how they act and what they are doing. Peace, wholeness, love. And when you do that, your path smooths out for the better. It may not have been first or quickly, but eventually. And what you put out will come back to you. Again, want peace? Get peace. Want love? Get love. Want wholeness? Get wholeness. Want healing? Get healing. You cannot heal something from a place of fear, rage, hate. It's not possible. But you can heal yourself and this planet through feeling all those higher energies. And if you have a moment, have a moment. But as much as you can when you're awake, do that. And I will be doing that as well. I send it out to all of you. Good tidings, love, joy, peace, wholeness, wealth, smiling, giddiness. I send it out to all of you. All the blessings you would ask for. That's what we have to do right now. And use your discernment, use your intuition. And walk away from the fear because it can make you nauseous. And we don't want that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so grateful for all of you. I appreciate you all so much. Now, A few weeks ago, I spoke about how I was going to start doing videos. I have postponed them because there's too much going on. Here's what I mean by that. I think it's starting to kind of ground a little bit more now, but I had this concern that if I put out a video within 2 hours, I would have to put out another one because things are changing so rapidly. And I know what's going on. I know where the path is headed right now, but could the path change quickly? Possibly. So I'm kind of waiting for things to settle before I do that. But yes, it is coming. I did not give it up. It won't be a month from now. It was it was spinning too much. But yes, it'll be on YouTube. But yes, you get to see my lovely face. Tired face, probably. Thank you again. Be sure, if you're listening to this on YouTube, to like, subscribe, and share. Facebook, you're welcome to follow me on my business page. Instagram as well, where I try to post Monday through Friday. I sometimes miss a day, but I do post inspirational, timely messages on there. So check it out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday and a good week, and I'll talk to you next time.